I'll tell you later why I'm so excited, folks. Yes! Anyways, let's move on. The 2021 game bird hunting season opened last Saturday. That was August 21, and will end on Sunday, September 26. So we've invited expert on the sport, Robin Rickey, to take us through a day of hunting and the benefits. Sir Robin, good morning, sir. Welcome to Smile Jamaica. I hope you're doing all right.
Good morning, Neville and Simone. I'm doing quite fine.
How do you do?
All right.
Good to see you.
Bird season every year. It happens. Bird season every year.
Yes, unless there's some form of natural disaster or some other influencing factor.
And at the same time.
Yes. NEPA has a set schedule for the hunting season, which is basically based on the breeding season of the birds.
Okay.
Do you think we have any idea how, well, maybe you can tell us, how popular is it? Is bird hunting in Jamaica? I get the sense that it's growing in popularity.
It has grown in popularity. For example, I mean, we had 1,700 registered shooters last year, or hunters.
Wow.
And sometimes it spans generations of families, where grandfathers will carry their grandkids or fathers carry their sons, daughters as well.
Yeah, but don't you need a gun license, not only a gun license, but a bird shooting rifle or whatever?
You need to have a licensed firearm, which is a shotgun in this case for the hunting.
Right.
Juniors are given provisional and minor permits.
Okay, that's why I want
to facilitate the hunting.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I keep jumping in. So the kids can shoot even though they don't have a gun license.
Well, they're given a provisional license from the Firearm Licensing Authority.
How old do you have to be to get that, Robin?
I'm sorry?
How old do you have to be to get that?
12 years and older.
Okay.
And the minors especially have to be supervised by an adult.
Yeah.
Really?
And this is different from just a regular firearm license, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. It's a temporary hunting license.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay, so it's pellets they use, right?
Yes, pellets.
Okay. All right. So bird season, the game bird hunting season, game bird, right?
Yes.
As opposed to bird.
Well, there are prescribed birds that we can hunt during the season, which is the P-doves, the white-winged doves, the white-crowned pigeon or bald-pate, or mourning doves, long-tailed P-doves.
Okay, so the season opened on the 21st of August, closes on the 26th of September. If you suggest that there are those 4 sets of birds that can be hunted, Robin, is there an education for all the hunters before they go out as to what the birds look like and so on? Because I know there have been instances with birds that are not supposed to get shot being shot during bird hunting season. So how do you educate the folks who are going to be involved as to what they should be hitting out of the sky and what not to be?
Generally speaking, NEPA has guidelines and educational information, but most of that information is actually coming from senior hunters or, older hunters who have been carrying their kids and whatever. And as they go along, they educate them which are the prescribed birds that they can shoot and ought not to shoot.
Okay. And there are specific areas. I can't be just driving and say one of them will look like a dove and just go into my car and shoot it.
No, you can't. Well, no, you can't. There are prescribed. Well, let me put it this way. There are sanctuaries, especially speculated by NEPO, and you are not allowed to shoot in those areas. Kingston and St. Andrew on a whole is considered a sanctuary.
Okay.
And there are maps throughout the island which the hunters have access to, and once they stay out of those areas.
Yeah.
As well as you have to keep in mind that you can't shoot. The Firearm Act speaks to the distance from discharging a firearm from any public thoroughfare. So there are certain guidelines that we have to stick to.
How many birds I can shoot at a time? And can I go every day during the season, or I can only go X amount of times?
So the prescribed days are Saturdays and Sundays. You have 2 shoots on a Saturday. That's from sunrise to 9 a.m. In the afternoons, it's 2:30 till sunset. And on Sundays, it's the same. It's from sunrise to 9 a.m.
And how many birds?
Okay, so if you are shooting, generally you can shoot up to 20 birds, of which not more than 15 can be the white-crowned pigeon or bald-pate.
who is there to ensure that I do this and I don't go 25 and I don't shoot more than I'm supposed? Who's there to ensure that that happens?
NEPA has game wardens that randomly move about to check hunters.
Okay. Okay, so Robin, if you wanted to talk to the layman this morning about game bird hunting, I mean, I think for most of us, well, let me speak for myself. When I think about the sport or the activity, I think about a particular sector of the society. I don't know if that's a blanket thought or a misnomer. I don't know. But there are things about bird shooting that many of us as Jamaicans do not know. For example, apparently it plays a part in the contribution to the economy. Is that true?
Yes, it does.
How so?
Okay, so just to go back to what you spoke about a little previously, it is not necessarily a cheap sport. So you will find mostly the middle to upper class because it's just not cheap. However, it's an industry into itself. We had 1,700 hunters last year. And when you look at the total cost of what it costs these hunters, it may cost an average of $360,000 per hunter per season, which includes various fuel, accommodations, food, and other expenses, including ammunition, permits, etc. That really equates to almost $600 million a year.
Sure does.
Bird boys, I'm assuming you may have 4,000 to 5,000 bird boys every year, bird assistants, if you want to call them that. They earn on average a minimum on the low end of $2,000 per shoot, so that's $6,000 per weekend. So if we do the math and everything, they're probably earning like an average of 160 million across the board.
And so those bird boys or bird men, which is what we have here, they're paid to take care of the fields to attract the birds, and then they pick them up when they're shot.
Right, so,
I guess kind of like a caddy when you're golfing, no?
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly like that. You do have clubs who will have people working for them full time throughout the year. So the figures that I gave you a while ago are for the, as you put it, the caddies that assist us in picking up the birds and everything, marking of the birds, telling us where they're coming from.
Oh, you do all of that too?
Yeah.
Yes.
And tourists, a lot of tourists involved in this, or is it largely locals?
No, it's at this point, it's all local. You have to be a
Okay.
licensed farm holder or have a permit from the FLA.
Gotcha.
Can you not be a licensed firearm holder and still get a license to have a rifle to shoot?
Well, you'd have to get a provisional permit, which is issued by the FLA. So technically, you still have to have a license.
Okay. Finally, from me, you say it goes on until September 26th, but if everybody has shoot, then you run out of bird after 2-3 weekends.
It depends. Some seasons there's a large density of birds, and some there are not. There are a lot of factors, like environmental factors, that impact it. Most hunters will find that by after the third weekend, those numbers start going down. Then it really comes down to the camaraderie.
Yeah. I said final question. Any accidents?
I mean, there have been accidents in the past, but very, very infrequently.
Okay. Oh, my producer asked that question. What do you do with the birds?
Eat them.
Oh, there are lots of ways to eat them. There are lots of ways to cook them. I mean, the sky's the limit.
In other words, you eat all of them.
The sky was the limit, Robin, until you took them out of the sky to eat them.
Robin said there are lots of ways to cook them.
Yeah, there are a lot
Thanks,
of
my
folks
friend. Stay safe.
who swear by their
You're more
bird
than welcome.
hunting.
Stay safe, guys.
There
Yeah, man.
goes
God
the
bless you,
poor
Robin.
birdie in the pot. Oh, my word.
Bird
Okay.
hunting expert.
Yeah,
Robin.
and lots of people enjoy their bird hunting, you know. So thank you, Robin, for sharing that with us this morning. We'll take a break on Smile. We have more tomfoolery, anything that you should not expect, and more when we come back.
I'm a-